everyone, my name is Odell and I'm a motivational speaker, and today I'm going to discuss with you about making you extraordinary. What's stopping you from making you extraordinary? Some of the things that we're going to discuss, it's going to, hit home in some ways, whether it's something that you've been wanting to do, um, in your life, things that you've pushed to the side, and for whatever reason it may be, it's just the topic is going to make some of you dig a little deep, and it might bring up some feelings that are things that or face things that you may not want to face at that moment or time. But we'll jump right into it, and get to talking about these things that can affect our lives, and allow us to make some of the decisions we make that can hold you back from the things that you want to do that will make you um, extraordinary. So making you extraordinary in your way um, is what we're going to be talking about. One of the main things, the reason why I wanted to talk about this is that in life, sometimes we push off things that we want to do, um, and it may be something simple, it may be a dream or our goals or inspiration or things that you want to accomplish, and we push it off for whatever reason may be. So one of the things or, reasons that we possibly could have pushed off some things are fear fear of failure and success. Now, fear of failure and success can be um you know it's a double-edged sword. The reason why I say it's such a double-edged sword is because sometimes we just don't want to face that we we are scared of failure. There's something that we really want to do, or we're so scared that we're going to fail at it and what everybody's going to have to say because you're failed at something, but there's nothing wrong with that. I always believe in, you fall down 9 times, but get up 10 times, get up 11 times, get up 12 times, get up 13 times, and continue going. Because if you don't keep on getting up, you're never going to know what you can do, how extraordinary you can become. Uh, falling down also means you're learning this process or that process. And hey, I tried this way. Now I know, okay, that way doesn't work, but a little bit of this way did work, so but every single time that you fall down, you learn a combination of what it's not going to work for sure, but also you may learn like, oh, maybe a little bit of this could work, but if I take this to a max and then add that and add that. So little things along the way you are learning and you're adding in, and there's nothing wrong with that. And that's why I say, you can fall down 9, 10, 11 times as long as you get up 12, 13, 14, 15 times and you keep on going. Don't let that one little thing or two little thing or so stop you from reaching your goals. The fear of failing. Now, sometimes there is such a thing as failure of success. Uh, you know, I mean, like it has happened with so many people where they're scared of the success that they can possibly have with the thing that they are doing. It gets to a certain point and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm really about to do this. And they're so used to not winning in life, not winning in the things that they want to do, that they end up failing at they end up about to be successful. They're about to really do it, but they're so used to not winning that they will choose to give up or walk away or let go of that thing because they're so afraid of the fact that I can become successful? What if I cannot do this as a successful person? What if I am I mess it up for everybody else? What if I'm a lie? What if it's, it becomes successful now. Everybody in the world knows about it, and then it turns out to be a flop. Who cares? It's your life. You know, of what do you want to do? Continue living your life in fear that if you fail at something, or in fear that if you succeed at something, then you will never know if you don't get out there and really do it. And sometimes we put off so many things, and we try to convince ourselves in so many ways that we miss our opportunity, or that it could have been a little bit easier, but now we have to go down a longer, harder, darker road in some cases, just to get the same outcome we probably could have gotten a lot sooner had we not allowed these fears to intervene. So, put your fears aside. A lot of times, that fear can make or break your spirit. You don't want to be at a certain age in your life and, saying, I wish I had, not given up on this or that. You don't want to be that person that's now like trying to live your life through somebody else. So, here's another thing that's stopping you from reaching your goal: negative responses from other people. I can't tell you enough that negative responses from people are going to happen. No one is going to ever, it's never going to be that you say, hey, I want to do something, and the whole world is going to, agree with you. It's never going to be that way. I mean, like, and the sad thing is sometimes it might be somebody significant in your life, your spouse, your family member, your mom, your dad, whoever it is. They may think, okay, I have your best interest at heart. You don't want to go out there and pursue this. That's not a dream that's filled with success, because we have this idea of what success is in everybody's mind, that money and things like that. Sometimes success is not even about money. It's just about achieving the goals and the things that you want, that will make you happy in life. Feeling that joy of completeness, of knowing that you're achieving the things that you want to do, not necessarily built on a structure of making money, or dollars, or things like that. That's not your idea of success. And sometimes a lot of us get confused with success, meaning that it's tied in with money, and it really isn't. But you know worrying about what everybody else has to say can only disrupt and destroy a lot of your dreams. The only way that they're right about anything is if you make them right by going and not doing the things that you want to do, because you decided that what their opinion and what they have to say was so much more important than your dreams, your aspirations, and everything that you wanted to do in your life. I can't tell you enough how that sometimes these negative people can destroy your life. You sit back and you push aside so many things, and they're so negative that they are a constant reminder of, you done messed up here, and you messed up over there, and all this stuff, and they just keep dredging up just sad, negative on just your past. And it's like, you cannot let your past determine your future. You've heard it so many times, but it is so true. You cannot allow your past determine your future. And if someone is constantly reminding you of, in your past you've done this, in your past you've done that, and I'm saying, well, you can't do this because you don't mess up over here, so you can't, and you decide not to do something because they're so negative and negative. And I mean, like, eventually it's either they're gonna die or you're gonna die. You're gonna die of a sickness, of just depression and everything, just listening in on everything that they have to say that is so negative and so against anything positive that you're trying to do. So sometimes or 99% of the time, it is not okay to be listening to someone that has nothing. Their intentions might be correct, but their words and the things that they're saying is negative, and they're not good in your life. And it's not okay to continue listening to them or have them. Sometimes you may have to just say, you know what, I gotta put this person out of my life, because the only thing I'm gonna possibly do is just make them, right. And like I said, they're only right because you make them right. You're the one who's making them right about what they're saying. You're the one who's given their words the power by listening to it in the first place, and because you're listening to what they're saying, you're putting it into your heads, and then in the back of your heads, it just keeps growing and growing and growing. And then now basically put your dreams and wishes and stuff that you would like to do to the wayside because of, the negative things that they had to say. Another negative response is your circumstance. Um, Circumstance cannot hold you back from your dream. You can hold you back from your dream. You can come from nothing and become something, as many people have shown. So your circumstance is not what should never be a reason to hold you back, because we can look at so many people that have went out there and have pursue things, and their circumstance was not the circumstance you would say, well, this person from this area, or this person from this type of life, or this person from this financial background, uh, they're not going to make it. They're not going to be at this or that level, or they're only going to make it if they do this, or you only going to make it if you're top in your class, or you're the best athlete, or you're the best at this, or you're the best at that, and you have to be the best at some. No, sometimes you can make it just from sheer willpower and determination, and putting your energy behind you wanting what you want. You cannot allow your circumstance to determine what your future is going to be. I mean, my circumstance, I can't tell you now. If I was born in an island, I mean, in Guyana, South America, and I mean, my grandmother was a seamstress. Would you have determined that a young lady that came from a grandmother that was a seamstress, and a mom that worked hard, and you know that type of background, that I would be today where I am today, serving the military, serving, in different organizations, motivating other people and doing the things that I'm doing, opening businesses, and helping people with their businesses. No, you wouldn't determine that. That's why I say your circumstance and where you come from cannot determine where you're going to go. I mean, I've come across so many people in my life where, they tell me, oh, I came from this terrible background. My family's like this, so yeah, I'm like this, and this is how I am, it's destined to be. It's in our DNA. What? Don't, I mean, bad behavior is not something that you say is in your DNA and why you should continue doing what you're doing. It's just an excuse and a makeup, falsetto in your mind so that you can continue doing what you're doing. And now you have an excuse as to why you're doing what you're doing. So I always say, like, never use your circumstance and where you come from as a reason to hold your own self back. Um, because you're the one who's missing out in the end on the possibilities of what you can be and what you want to accomplish in your life. So, one of the things that can be stopping you from reaching your goal is your belief in yourself. Tapped on that a little bit earlier, but your belief in yourself using your circumstances, we've already talked about that. You cannot allow your circumstance to predict where you're going to go and what you want to do. Your circumstances, what you do, knowing your circumstance is what determine what type of person you are going to be. Are you going to fall back down because your circumstances says it's there to keep you down, or are you going to get up and say, hey, I'm going, I got things to do. And my circumstance is not me and who I am, but I'm going to be who I want to be, and I'm going to be what I am destined to be, and in my beliefs. Uh, what you put in, or what it is, what you've got available to put in. Now, why I say what you put in or what you got available to put in. So, your belief in yourself also come from what you put in. So if you believe in yourself, you're going to put your energy and time, or what you got available to put in. You might be working, you might have a job, and that may hold you back from accomplishing the things that you would like to accomplish. And because you're working a 9 to 5 job, you're putting in a lot of hours and things like that, you may not have as much time to put towards your goals and your dream. But that doesn't mean that you don't put anything towards. That's why I said what you put in now, or what you got available to put in. Because after that, um, 9 to 5 job, if you really believe in yourself and really want to do it, tired as you are, you're gonna find an hour, 2 hours to put towards your dream. Because remember, you're working a 9 to 5 job, putting towards somebody else's dream and stuff that they want to. You're helping them build their dream. And so, why can't you put an hour or two towards your own self, so that you can continue building your own dream, making you into what you want, or what you want to accomplish, and your end result are all result of your own happiness, not necessarily geared towards money, but just something that you've just always wanted to do, or something you want to accomplish, or something you believe that you're really good at. Because if you put your energy and your time into the things that you believe in, and what you're good at, you might be very surprised at how many people you might affect or appreciate what you're doing, because something that you might be good at may be something that can possibly help somebody else out in their life with. And and you've got a lot to give. So giving up on your dreams for whatever reason, because you're helping somebody else with their dreams by working that 9 to 5 job, it's okay. Yes, you got bills to pay and you have things to do, but don't give up on your dreams. Find some time and put in the energy and say, you know what, I'm tired today, but guess what? I'm not too tired to give up on my own dreams and my own self and what I need in my life. I'm not too tired to give up on, what I wanted to accomplish, or what I wanted to do with my life. So, giving up on your dreams, your belief, your circumstances is not okay, by far. And, you know, it is important, like I said, it's to make you into the extra, and making you extraordinary in your way, is really important, because you have to find the time, the energy to say, I want this life, or I want these things, and I know it will make me happy, and I know I will be successful at it, and I cannot put aside my dreams and aspiration for anybody else, because of fear, because of what I think everybody is going to think, because of my circumstances, or because of my job, or what I'm doing right now. So, like I've said before, your dream is your dream, and making you extraordinary in your own way is really and truly up to you. It is your it's your destiny. It is your goal to want to be successful at this thing that you would like to do, whether it's you want to be a painter, whether you want to be a music composer, whether you want to be an actor, whether you want to be great at sports or something. Don't hold yourself back, or don't let somebody else's decisions, or things that they put on you about your past hold you back, because you're the one that's going to be living with it for the rest of your life. The regret, the pain, the deferment of not doing something because you kept pushing it back and pushing it back for whatever reason, for work and everything else that's out there. So, the last thing I'm gonna leave you with is, believe in yourself enough to believe that that you can accomplish this thing. Doesn't matter what anybody says. If it takes you a day, a year, months, years, to finally do it or get it done, do it. Always have it there that this is something that you want to do, and you start doing it, because life is too short. Life really is. And if when you're going to go, you're going to go, and there's no way out of it. There's no cheating it. There's no, you know, you're not going to take that negative person with you. You're not going to take the first stuff with you when you go. But I will say that you will be very proud when you accomplish your stuff, to say, you know what, I got to do what I really want to do, and I felt that joy and that happiness of accomplishing that one thing that I definitely wanted to do. And I'm so glad that I took the time to do it, and not sit back and not do it, and live in regret for the rest of your life. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Odell Headley, and your motivational coach. Bye bye.